everyone. Today, I am going to tell about Bishnupriya Manipuri 50 Great Legend. Without wasting time, let's start today's video. 50 Great Bishnupriya Manipuri's Great Personalities, who have made a difference to Bishnupriya Manipuri society in the fields of arts, music, dance, education, literature, religion, social work, etc., and contributed a lot to Bishnupriya Manipuri culture and spirit. Let us have a look on profiles of those great personalities, who make us feel proud to be a Bishnupriya Manipuri. Part 1, 1920 to 1960. Perhaps the most remembered dolls among the Bishnupriya Manipuris are late Gokulananda Gitaswami and late Sri Bhubaneswar Sadhu Thoku. Gokulananda's song immortalizing Mother Bishnupriya and Bhubaneswar Sadhu Thoku's spiritual teachings played a pivotal part in defining Bishnupriya Manipuri culture, both in Bangladesh and India. The impact of this great wandering social reformer Gokulananda on Bishnupriya Manipuris has been manifold. He traversed the whole of Bishnupriya speaking region, singing with a missionary fervor of the ills of our society and their remedies. He devoted his entire life to serve the community, to improve the condition of our people and to keep pace with the progress of other communities. He dramatized the plight of our women against the comparative indolence of men. He came under a lot of turbulence of the times, and he appeared to have wider sympathies. Because of all these qualities of a very high order, grateful people conferred on him the title Gitaswami, along with a silver medallion, in a special session of Nikhil Bishnupriya Manipuri Mahasabha in 1935. On the other hand, Sri Bhubaneswar Sadhu Thoku was a popular spiritual master who born at Barapoa, now renamed Bhubaneswar Nagar, in Kashar. He taught a moral code of love, forgiveness, charity, contentment, inner peace, devotion to God and Guru through his teachings and songs. He saved the people from spiritual degeneration owing to abject poverty. They have learnt from him to live honestly and peaceably with what little they have. He established the temple Sri Radha Govinda Ju Mandir, popularly known as Govindabri, at Nabadwip in West Bengal, which is a veritable abode of peace for the devotees. Late Sri Mohendra Kumar Singha, B.A., B.T., of Silchar, was a renowned social worker of Bishnupriya Manipuri community and also one of the few knowledgeable persons of his time. He was the pioneer in Bishnupriya Manipuri historical research. His historical work is compiled into 3 volumes of Manipura Prachan Itihas, which took him a vast amount of research works and findings. He edited the Bishnupriya, the month piece of Mahasabha. In the 3rd decade of 20th century, when a group of young and educated persons started publishing journals and literary magazines like A Wave of Consciousness and Nationalism sparked the society, the foremost among the young fellows was late Sri Falguni Singha. Falguni was the editor of Jagaran 1925 and One Manipuri 1933. Beside literary activities, he was a very good organizer. He worked in many ways to solve conflicts among Bishnupriyas and Maiteyas. That time, other scholars like late Sri Sena Singha, late Krishna Kumar Singha, and Sri Haridas Singha also contributed a lot in the field of historical research. Here we also remember with deep respect the social works done by late Sri Tonubabu Singha Superintendent, Sri Monik Singha, Sri Kamina Singha, Advocate Sri Babushan Singha, Sri Hemakandrajit Rajkumar and few others. Shed Raj Babu Singha was a social worker who sacrificed his life in the 15th of March 1933, when a rival group took away his life for what he is doing for the society. In the field of dance, Guru Nileshwar Mukherjee from Bangladesh, of Kamalganj Thana of undivided Sylhet, a strict and Guru Senarik Nga Rajkumar from Kashar district of Assam, well known to one Anupura society, as with M. The new department of Manipuri dance was created in the Shantiniketan, Calcutta, in the early 30s. In 1921, the poet Rabindranath Tagore encountered Manipuri dancing in Sylhet district, a Bishnupriya Manipuri enclave, Machimpa, that is now part of Bangladesh. Tagore was fascinated with a Ras performance, and he consequently invited these two gurus. That was an epoch-making event in the history of Manipuri dance, and within a decade crossed its regional, as well national fields, and became a reputed international style. In the field of arts, literature and music, the name of the eminent dramatist Laikomsena Sinha from Singan near Sulchar comes Frist. Laikomsena was the father of Guru Bipin Sinha, the great exponent of Manipuri dance. Laikomsena Singha was the author of the dramas entitled Hanashandra, Manipur Pattern, and Kamba Thoibai, and composer of many Padavala songs. Madan Mohan Sharma of Sanakara was one of the four main writers of pre-50s Bishnupriya Manipuri literature. Madan Mohan Sharma was the author of a number of Kiratana-type works, namely Balapinda, Subal Milan, Tilatoma, Basa K, Sudama Bipra, etc. Amuzina Singha of Saipasangan was also one of the four main writers of early modern Bishnupriya Manipuri literature. Amuzina Sinha wrote a number of Kurta Na-type works based on Ramayana, namely Angada Reba, Saktasul, Taranizan Bad, Nagapas, Maharavan Bad, etc. In the post-60s, a brave and dynamic leader, a devoted community worker, and a great writer was revealed in Bishnupriya Manipuri community. His name is Sarvashri Jagat Mohan Singha, former secretary of Nikhil Bishnupriya Manipuri Sahitya Parishad, popularly known as Jagatta. Jagat Mohan was born on the 13th of December of the year 1920 in a remote village of Assam. He played impressive role in the language movement demanding the recognition of Bishnupriya Manipuri language in post-60s and 70s. He was respected with the title Sarvashri, given to him for his dynamic and courageous leadership. His literary works, mainly the criticisms under the nickname Dolan Ipu, was very popular among the mass. He compiled the valuable research work on Bishnupriya Manipuri language and history, the Bishnupriya Manipuris, and their language, L976. Jagat Mohan was also a dramatist and composer of many songs on social enlightenment. Songs like Janomi Janomi More Dear Pethias Huna Manipur, or Loktake. Kada, Kada Akula, Adi Ponabela. Bela are still source of inspiration for Bishnupriya Manipuris. Another remarkable community worker and a dedicated leader, S. Late Sri Dinanath Singha of Tilakpur, Bangladesh. He worked throughout his entire life for the betterment of Bishnupriya Manipuri community living in Bangladesh. He worked as the president of Bangladesh Manipuri Dance and Style. He was awarded with a number of the prestigious titles. He has the past 4 decades with his disciplines, the Javari sisters, has contributed a great deal in the field of Manipuri dance and culture. In Bombay, the famous performers and teachers are the Javari sisters, Nayana, Savarna, Dhoshana and Ranjana Javari. They continue this tradition at their institution Manipuri Natanalaya. The awards and honours achieved by Guru Bipin Singha can be listed as follows. Guru Bipin Singha is one of those artists who have spread the beauty of Manipuri dance all over the world and have been honoured both nationally and internationally on this subject, and thus brought glories for Bishnupriya Manipuri community. Among the living legends, the name of Dr. Kali Prasad Sinha comes at first. He is the first and foremost Bishnupriya Manipuri to be entitled with the degree Ph.D. and D. Lit. He is the first exponent of Bishnupriya Manipuri linguistics. Dr. K.P. Sinha passed M.A. in Sanskrit from Jadavpur University in 1963. He visited almost every village of Bishnupriya-speaking people in Assam, Manipur, Tripura and Bangladesh, studied dialectical differences, and collected the vocabulary of the language. With all this materials, a thesis entitled A Study on Bishnupriya Manipuri Language, on which he was awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy by Jadavpur University in 1968. He joined the Assam University as professor and head of the Department of Sanskrit. His remarkable contribution is the first ever Bishnupriya Manipuri grammar and the significant work, An Etymological Dictionary of Bishnupriya Manipuri. He wrote a number of essays on Bishnupriya Manipuri linguistics, social problem, etc., and composed numerous poems, Vaishnava Pad Avalis, and modern songs. He translated the whole Raslila songs into Bishnupriya Manipuri language expressing the divine love of Radha and Krishna, which are previously found only in Bengali Brajabulai version. Greater contributions of Dr. K.P. Sinha are in the fields of Indian philosophy, where Nyaya-darsana-vimasa, Sankara-darsana-vimasa, the Buddhist theory of non-self, the concept of absolute Indian philosophy, etc. worth mention. Dr. K.P. Sinha was once involved with social activities with Bishnupriya Manipuri Mahasabha, and later he formed Bishnupriya Manipuri Sahitya Sabha. In 1994, his statements along with his research works that were submitted to the Assam Backward Class Commission played a vital role in recognition and inclusion of nomenclature Bishnupriya Manipuri in the list of OBC. In personal life, he remained unmarried and he spent all his earnings in publishing books, organizing community events, and founding the Cultural Point Divyasram. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to our channel.